Southampton's voice.
Voice FM.
On sunny Southampton's Voice FM, that is Lewis Capaldi, Something in the Heavens. If you have just joined us, a very good morning to you. My name is Zan. This is your Green Breakfast, a Planet Earth's only environmentally friendly breakfast show, unless, of course, someone tells us otherwise. And we have a guest in the studio. I'm delighted to welcome to Voice FM Sarah Ingleby. She's CEO of Tools for Self-Reliance. They're based in Netley Marsh. They have a fantastic team of volunteers who refurbish donated tools, keeping them out of landfill and giving them a new lease of life, because they're sent to support vocational training projects in Africa. In fact, their next shipment is heading to Ghana in the winter. They provide funding for projects in Ghana, Malawi, Uganda and Zambia, plus UK-based projects like Building Heroes, which helps military veterans here at home gain confidence in new skills. And so, Sarah Ingleby, welcome to Voice FM. How are you?
Good morning, Zan. I'm very well, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming in this early morning.
Thank you for having me.
And celebrating 45 years.
Celebrating 45 years, yeah, it's a big milestone for us.
It certainly is. That's amazing for a charity. And you gave a speech on Friday. How did you deal with the early days of the charity?
I did, yeah. So on Friday we had a day of celebration with our volunteers, and we also had a reception for other supporters in the evening as well at Minstead Lodge. So part of my presentation was to talk about the history of the charity. And obviously 45 years is a long time, and I had 10 minutes. So in terms of where we started from, our founder Glyn Roberts was travelling around Africa and happened to be in Uganda at a vocational training centre, and kind of recognised that the students were not really well equipped. They didn't have the tools they needed to learn. The trainers didn't really want them to use them because they wanted them to be visual aids because they didn't have enough tools. So he kind of recognised that there was a shortage of tools for training. And then he went out into the communities and he met with local artisans and realised that they didn't have enough tools either. They had very few tools, they were worn out, they didn't have the wherewithal to buy new tools, and there were very few available anyway at the time. So he came back to the UK with the kind of the aim that he wanted to get tools into the hands of tradespeople in the countries such as Uganda, and was going to buy new tools and send them out to South Africa. And actually it's his mum who we should credit as kind of the catalyst for the organisation, because she said to him, go and ask the neighbours. Go and ask the neighbours, see if they've got any tools that they don't need and they no longer use, that they don't want to go to waste. And they responded. So we sent our first box to Tanzania back in 1979, 1980, and the rest, as they say, I guess, is history. So 45 years on, we've moved away from just sending the tools and moving into that process, the programme approach where we support projects. So we bring young people into training. They train for 12 months in a trade of their choice, and when they complete their training, they qualify with certificates and they get their tools so they can go and start work or start their own businesses.
Do you know roughly how many tools have been
somebody asked me that the other
recycled?
day. I would say back in the day we had no kind of database or anything to record these on, but I would think it's in the millions. It must be in the millions. When we're sending 3,000-4,000 up to 6,000 or 7,000 per shipment, and we've done hundreds and hundreds of shipments over those years. So I think it's probably millions of tools that we sent out there. There are also a million of tools that have been refurbished by our volunteers and donated to us, so very few are bought. So it represents a kind of whole team effort of people donating, our volunteers refurbishing them, and then they get into the hands of people that will make full use of them in Africa.
And just from around this area?
We are nationwide. So as our founder said, when they first sent their first shipment and they got publicity, we went from being a very local organisation to a nationwide kind of effort. So obviously we're in the south and everything's above us or to the side. So we've got volunteers across the UK that help us. So if you ring us in Newcastle or Yorkshire, then obviously somebody in that area will help you to collect the tools, and we have local support groups there that help to refurbish the tools, and then they will send them down to Southampton so we can pack them into the containers that go out to Africa. This
might be a fairly trivial question, but what's the most popular tool, so to speak, that comes through the door?
We get a lot of sewing machines. So we've got our shelves are groaning with the sewing machines. So we've got plenty of sewing machines, but they're Singer sewing machines. They're sewing machines that are 100 years old, and they're still of good quality as they ever were, and really, really useful in Africa. We get a lot of sewing machines and tools for like carpentry, plumbers, builders. So it's a real mixture of good quality hand tools.
Wow. I'm surprised you said sewing machines, actually. I thought they were not necessarily had gone out of fashion, but they were, as you say, they lasted a long time, so people still keep them, and
they're beautiful quality. So tailoring is one of our main trade activities that mainly women are involved in. But as we've kind of developed and evolved, obviously not everybody can be a tailor because not everybody will find work if they do that. They'll saturate the markets. So we're looking at other trades that don't necessarily involve sending tools from the UK. So it will be things like hairdressing or cosmetology, catering, some agricultural projects. So it's about, we've evolved as we've gone along to kind of meet the circumstances that people are facing in the country we work in. And we work with and through partners on the ground. So we don't have any staff on the ground. Our partners work with their communities, they identify where the need is, and they're the ones that are kind of saying this is the kind of projects we need, these are the trades that we think are going to be successful for the trainees. So we work really closely with them to make sure that we're doing what they need.
That's a very healthy evolution, though, isn't it?
It's a very healthy evolution, yeah, and I think in terms of that, the world is much more complex now than it was 45 years ago, and the notion that our founders set off with was a perfectly good notion, and it was very effective. It's just as you kind of start to realise that tools in hands are great, but you need to learn how to use those tools. Importantly, you need to learn how to start and run a business and make that successful. So our packages of support are all around that. We offer support to trainees when they graduate. So we have a transition to work year, which means that they get support and mentoring as they start their businesses. That really difficult first 12 months when you start a business, and they get a startup grant that helps them to pay rent or buy additional materials. So it's all about kind of recognising it's not just one input, it's a kind of a mixture of those things that will make people successful.
So therefore, when you're looking for volunteers, are you looking for more trainers and people who can actually help businesses as opposed to people who look after tools?
No, so in Africa, all our training is delivered by local partners. So there's plenty of qualified people out in the country we're working with that have kind of got they're qualified against national certification. So they're the ones that deliver the training. In terms of our volunteers, it is people that can come and help us to refurbish the tools. We have volunteers that come and help us with our sales, because some of the excess tools we sell. So we've got a shop on site, so we've got volunteers that manage that for us. We've got online sales managed by volunteers. We've got volunteers in our office that help us with our fundraising. So it's a mixture of volunteers in our workshops and within our offices as well that help to kind of make the charity tick.
I'm pretty sure I rang up once looking for a scythe.
We've probably got a few of those somewhere. Yeah, so we attend quite a lot of events, and we have tool sales at our site as well. It's just a way to generate income. Like I say, we're very blessed to have a lot of tools in our workshops, and that's kind of replicated across our UK groups as well. So with that excess, or tools that are not suitable to send, we do sell those, and that helps to raise the funds that we can operate the charity and also support our projects in Africa.
Yeah, well, you've got some events coming up that sound like
we do.
Really good fun.
We do.
And the first one I've got on my list is a de-stash sale.
Yes.
What exactly is it? I have a pretty good guess, but go on. Tell us.
So this is a craft activity. So this is people bringing. So you basically empty out your cupboards of all your kind of bits of material and all your sewing accessories, and you can sell them to other people that are kind of also crafty people. So we're running that event. So we're kind of asking people to come along to buy, but also if you want a table. If you get hold of the charity, we can sell you a table for the day. Tables are just £10 for the day, and that's in the Totton and Ealing Community Centre on the 15th of November. It's in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, it's going so quickly, isn't it?
Oh, I know. Tell me about it. Too quickly sometimes, but yeah.
You've got a quiz night as well. That looks like good fun.
We've got a quiz night the following week on the 22nd, and that's at Colbury Hall. That's at 7 o'clock. I just need to write a quiz, and then we'll be fine. And then we've got a tool sale at the end of November at our site at Netley Marsh. Again, it's an opportunity for us to sell on some of our excess tools, a bit of Christmas shopping for anybody that needs any tools. So yeah, it's good tools for good. You can buy some good tools, and you're doing some good for somebody else.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what kind of tool I need at the moment. It's,
if you need it, we've probably got it.
Yeah. Or just come along and just get something.
Yeah, no, please come along.
A great gift for someone, wouldn't it?
It would. And like I say, we've got our shop on site, which is open 3 times a week. So there's an opportunity to kind of pop in. We've also got an eBay site, and just recently started a vintage site as well. So it's just a way to generate that income that charities need to kind of operate and to deliver our programs.
And what kind of help do you need from the local business communities?
It'd be nice if they could come along and support us. We're always looking for sponsorship or gifts in kind. Take us on as your charity of the year. we can provide you with opportunities to maybe bring your employees in and do some refurbishing and some packing with us. So a real kind of hands-on experience for your staff, which will help the charity. So yeah, if you've got any ways of supporting the charity, please do get in touch with us.
Great. Well, the website is tfsr.org, tfsr.org, which is
Tools for Self-Reliance.
Fantastic. And you've been a brilliant guest.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for coming in. That's CEO of Tools for Self-Reliance, Sarah Ingleby. Have a great Christmas and good luck writing the quiz.
Oh, yes, I'll get on with that. Yeah, thanks very much, Dan.
Thank you. That's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Southampton's voice.
Voice FM.